Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jacob. So in this video, I want to talk to you about something that actually popped up for me twice yesterday in two very different ways, but it's a really critical lesson for anyone trying to get started with affiliate marketing, or if you've been trying to get started for a little while and things aren't moving the way that you want them to. This will really help you out as well. And this concept, this thought pattern, it's something that I talk about a lot with my students, and I've mentioned it on this channel, but it probably warrants a video of its own. And it popped up in two different ways, and I'll share those two different stories with you in this video, and then we'll talk about how you can strategically apply this to fast track your results with your affiliate marketing business. Okay, so before we dive into that, be sure to subscribe to the channel, give the video a like if you get any value from it. Check out the Super Affiliate Accelerator. It's the first link in the description if you want to get into high ticket affiliate marketing, and you can work with me and my team on that. You'll get all the training, you'll get a private community, you'll get weekly mentorship calls, all of that good stuff that you need to make it work. And leave any questions or comments that you've got below. I'll do my best to get back to you throughout the week. Okay, so what are we talking about here? Well, as I said, this popped up twice for me yesterday, and it's really about playing to the situation, right? It's about using strategies that fit the situation. Okay, now I'll give you the two kind of stories of how this came up yesterday, and then we'll talk about how it applies to you. So first time it came up was I gave a presentation in a Facebook group yesterday. A marketer named Alex Elliott. She does really well. She's got a very loyal tribe of followers over in her Facebook group, and she asked me to come in and talk about some high ticket affiliate marketing stuff. So I did that presentation, and I spoke about this concept of how strategically what you're implementing needs to fit your situation. So when I first got started, I was still working in a corporate job, and I couldn't really be the face of the brand that I wanted to be, so to speak. So I had to sit behind the scenes. Now, with that limitation, you've got two options. You can either let that limitation be what it is and just say, oh, I'll wait till my situation changes, or you find a strategy that fits your situation. So for me, I found blogging, and that allowed me to get started, get moving, get some momentum going on, start to understand the fundamentals of this game, but do it from behind the scenes so it fit my situation. So I was talking through that concept in my presentation to her audience, and I think it's a really critical thing. The thought kind of went away, and then I went to the football last night. My team, you'll probably see me wearing their swag pretty often. The Bulldogs, they're from Victoria. I live in Queensland, but family connections and whatever, you'll see me in their kind of hat or whatever from time to time, and there's a ton of merch and stuff floating around the apartment. But they played last night, and they're from Victoria, which is 2 states south of where I live, but they've been relocated up here because of the COVID issues that are down there. So they're playing a bunch of games at the stadium, which is like 10 minutes behind me that way, which is awesome because I get to see them live when normally I just watch them on TV unless I'm traveling. And last week they played a team who they should have beaten, and it was raining, and they got smashed. They got absolutely smashed because they were trying to use their dry weather football strategy, right? They were trying to move the ball in a perfect way, and it was wet, and they were like handling a bar of soap, and they just kept turning the ball over. Team would go down the other end and score. It was like basketball. It was very frustrating to watch because it was obvious what was happening. They were trying to use the wrong strategy in that situation. Then fast forward to last night when I went to the game, and it was dry. They played the same strategy, but it fit the situation, and they were really good, and they won by 40-something points, right, against a better team. So sitting there watching that and comparing last night versus last week, it was chalk and cheese. And it reminded me of this topic, which is why I wanted to jump on and film this video for today. And it reminded me that I'd spoken about it in the presentation to Alex's audience. And I think the football metaphor is a great one. They played the same style. It's just that the situations were different. One week it was raining and one week it was dry, and it produced two vastly different results. A massive loss versus a massive win, right? So for the person watching this, the affiliate marketer or the online business owner or the aspiring online business owner, you've got to pick a strategy that fits your situation, right? Now, your situation has a lot of different variables. You've got your time, you've got your capacity to be in front of a camera or not, you've got your skill set, you've got your financial capacity, you've got your experience, all these different things that you need to weigh up, you need to get out on the table and then tailor the strategy to fit that situation. I think the reason a lot of people run into different problems is that they'll jump on the latest strategy thinking that, that strategy is for them because that's what's in vogue right now, when if that's not congruent with their strengths, their situation, their personality, they may struggle to implement it and get the results that we want. This is why we do calls with people who want to jump on a call, is we really talk through, these are the strategies that we can help you with, these are the strategies that we can teach you. Does that fit, right? And we give people every opportunity to really, say, this is who I am, this is where I'm at, this is what I want to do. And you've got to have that matching of the strategy to the person, right? So you don't have to listen to the mainstream noise of any point in time based on, oh, this is the strategy that I need to do because that's what everyone's talking about right now. No, you need to pick the strategy that fits you and fits your situation, right? If you're massively introverted, and that's not going to change, right? It's not just like, oh, I'm a little bit scared to put myself out there. It's like, this is me and I'm going to own that, right? There's no point in doing something that's completely out of alignment with who you are and your strengths, right? You might be an amazing writer who's hugely introverted. You should be blogging. That plays to your strengths. It fits your situation, right? And that is going to get you the best results because you're going to be consistent with it. If you're trying to do YouTube and it's going against every fiber in your body that this is not me, this is not my platform, I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm doing it because I hear everybody tell me I should be doing it, you need to stop and you need to do some self-reflection on those strengths in your situation and readjust your strategy accordingly, right? All the major strategies that are taught out there work, right? The difference is consistency. The difference is applying your own flair, going through the right training, having the right mentorship, all those kind of things. But a massive one is aligning the right strategy to the right person. Okay, so the takeaway from this, the action point from this is obviously this isn't really directed for the people who are kind of flying and they're driving well with the strategy that they're using. This is for the people who are struggling to get started, or maybe you're watching this very early on and you haven't picked a strategy. Heed this advice and pick one that fits your situation, right? Heed one that plays to your strengths. And only you are really going to know that. You can ask other people, but ultimately you're going to know in here what I'm good at, what I'm not good at, what I want to do, what I don't want to do. And then it's a matter of deploying that strategy to work towards that goal. Okay. If you're new to my channel, you'll hear a lot in videos that a lot of this stuff comes back to reflecting on yourself, because you need to ask yourself different questions along the way to make decisions like this. Right now, from a strategic perspective, if you want to sit behind a brand with affiliate marketing, you can do a blog. As I said, you could run a branded Instagram page, you could run a branded Facebook page and build up an audience that way, build up an email list or build up an Instagram following, monetize it through different posts, monetize it through the bio, monetize it through email marketing. On the flip side, if you want to be the face of the brand, you do have more options at your disposal. You can do YouTube, you can run a Facebook group, you can use your Facebook profile, you can do the ads, you can do Instagram. There's a lot more options that open up for the person that is the right strategy for, right? That's really one of the first parts of the decision tree is, do I want to be in front or do I want to be behind the scenes with my brand? And only you can really, really know the answer to that question. Okay, so hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully that analogy might have set off some light bulbs for people who might have been struggling with either choosing a strategy or feeling like they just weren't in sync with the strategy that they're doing at the moment. Take some time over the weekend and reflect on that and realign yourself with a strategy that feels better for you, regardless of what's in vogue or what everyone's telling you that you should do. You need to find the one that fits you the best. Okay, so I think that'll be really helpful for people that take that advice on and act on it. All right, hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Subscribe to the channel, give the video a like if this set off any light bulbs for you or gave you any value. I'll talk to you all soon. Cheers.